Hi guys, I'm Dean and this is the Inebriologist. So today I'm going to be reviewing another British beer from the famous Samuel Smith's brewery. I'm quite excited actually to try this beer because it's a beer I've never tried before. I've been into plenty of Sam Smith's pubs. There's actually a couple around South Wales. There's a couple in Cardiff I've been to. There's one in Newport. I've been to a few that are in London as well, and I've tried a few of their styles. I've tried like the classic Sam Smith's IPA, and they do like a Sam Smith's chocolate stout. It's amazing. I've tried it before, it's fantastic. Yeah, I just think that Sam Smith's, when it comes to bottled beers, some of the best in the world. Some of the flavours you can get are incredible. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying this beer. So the beer I'm going to reveal is the Sam Smith's Imperial Stout, which is quite a nice logo on that actually. It's not a big bottle compared to the other beer I reviewed the last time, which was the German beer, the Schlenkerla Rauch beer, because that was 500 millilitres. This is 355 millilitres, so it's not a big bottle, but to be honest, you don't need a big bottle for this because it is quite a strong beer. So the beer is 7% and it's 355 millilitres actually, which is quite interesting because most beers usually are about, well, most strong beers that you get are about 330 millilitre bottles. Yeah, but this one's 355, so not quite sure why they've done the extra bit in there, you know. But yeah, it'd be really interesting to try this. Yeah, as I said, I've never tried it before, and really looking forward to it. I'd probably say that Imperial Stouts are probably my favourite type of beers anyway. I've tried quite a few of the Imperial Stouts and I really do love them, and it's amazing how many different types of flavours you can get off them depending on how they're brewed, the yeast cultivation, and then with barrel aging, you know, you can do with your stouts as well. But this one isn't barrel aged, this is just their Imperial Stout. I think it was first released in 1986. It was kind of like a revival period for Imperial Stouts in Britain around that time because it was quite a rarity. But yeah, it'd be interesting to try it out. So there's another thing to mention as well, is that a special touch of the foil on the top there, you know. Anyway, just going to open it up. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I do like this glass. It's one of my favourite glasses I got. It's my Distruce Brewers Teku glass. Beer of choice for this is usually my stouts. I just really love the look on it. It's a really nice looking glass, and it's just, yeah, it's very nice. Anyway, time to open it up. So, there's the glass. Here we go. I don't want to pour too much of it because it's got quite a bit of head to it, but I just want to try and get as much of the aroma out of that as well. So by swilling, I think that's why I kind of like to use this glass as well, so it's easier to actually swill the beer and actually smell the aromas properly. My first initial reaction from that is because we usually with Imperial Stouts, to me, they're very sort of thick, jet black, no light that comes from at all. But as I was pouring that, just going straight into that glass, you can actually see it was it's a very dark beer as it is, but I could still see the light that'll come through that beer as it's being poured. Most Imperial Stouts that I've had are completely black and they just look like viscous beers, pretty much like motor oil type thing, you know. It's got a tan head on it as I poured it, 2.5 fingers head on it. Yeah, so it looks like there's a bit of carbonation in there, but there's nothing much really for that. As I do swill it around, you can see that the head, it does change colour, so it does go a little bit more tan. Yeah, so I'm going to have a bit of a sniff. It smells unbelievable. It smells of bitter chocolate, spicy undertones to it. There's a big sort of espresso smell to that as well. As I do swill it as well, the head really does sort of darken and deepen as well, so it becomes more of a tan head to it. Quite a bit of lacing as well on there as I do swill it around. Very, very similar smell to, as I said, with my very first review, which was the Trappist Rochefort 10. It's got that sort of burnt caramel fruitcake smell. Hopefully it'll be a very full-bodied beer as well. Let's have a try of it. Cheers. Wow. Yeah, it's a very old school tasting Imperial Stout. You can taste the coffee, like espresso coffee, so it's that really sort of rich espresso coffee taste. A little bit on the chocolate as well, not much on the chocolate, but yeah, you could taste that when that's coming through. To be honest, not much carbonation on that. So as soon as I poured that into the glass, the carbonation had just completely dissipated. So you got like your fruitcake flavours in there. There's a lot of figs, dark fruits in there. And then you can sort of really taste, right at the end, there's a bitterness that comes through that's from like the roasted malts, so it's got that smoky flavour right at the end, but it does sort of undercurrent everything else. The smokiness does complement the other flavours as well when it does go through. It's not the best one I've tried. Yeah, I've definitely tried much better Sam Smith beers. So I'm going to give this 3.75 out of 5. So yeah, decent beer. It's good for what it is. That's all I can say about it really. It's just decent. It's not groundbreaking. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to more beer videos, and I'll see you very soon. Iechyd.